Alright, let's talk. Ever had one of those days where you just feel unmotivated, you feel down, and everything just not getting in hand? You try to do work, but everything just falls apart. I mean, you know the stuff, you know these days. Or another day, you feel fucking amazing, everything's just getting done easily, you feel like the hardest thing is just the light walk in the park. But you never actually realize what exactly caused this to happen. And let me warn you, this video is not about dopamine. It's not some neuroscience stuff that I'm going to tell you about. I mean, if you want to learn about this stuff with dopamine and neuroscience, you can just go and watch Andrew Huberman's lab podcasts, right? Okay. Because on this channel, I do not post the stuff that has not helped me. I post only the stuff that I learned by myself along my journey that actually makes the difference, that allows me to move forward. Now, as we said that clear, let's continue. So here's the thing that I want to tell you in this video. Your emotions do not come out of nowhere. In reality, for every high and every low, there is a specific cause to it. As for everything in this universe, there is a reason for everything, right? But most people never actually just realize it. They think that all their emotions that they feel and how they feel is random. It's just waves that come and go, good or bad, whatever it could be. And they just accept it and roll with it. But if you want to make some difference, you probably don't want to just follow the crowd, right? And what if you won't just accept those emotions? What if you just, instead of saying, oh well, I guess this day is probably gonna suck, you would actually go on and try to dig deeper? What if you sit down and try to realize the exact moment something clicked, the exact moment something changed, and why exactly this feels this way? And that's where this basically title of this video comes from. That one single question of why. And let me say this, you should not ask these questions just once or twice. You should ask this question 40 damn times until it fucking hurts to ask this question again and again and again. And I know this might sound excessive, and this is excessive for some people. But let me just show you why we need to do this so many times, alright? Let me just pull up this example right here and drink a little bit of water. Oh, I was practicing this video too much, I mean. Alright, let's start with the bad day example. I wake up, I feel like crap, no energy, no motivation, just this weird feeling of being stuck. Alright, let's just ask the question, why? Because I slept like shit. Why? Because I stayed up late, watching YouTube videos, scrolling on some short form content? At this point, you might know the answer. You might think that you know the answer. You might say, oh, I just need to stop watching YouTube videos. I just need to stop scrolling. But let me ask you this question. Have you not done this in the past? Have we all not said to ourselves, tomorrow I will stop scrolling. I'll finally get productive. And the next day, or in the same day, you find yourself mindlessly going through the stuff again and again and again. So, I guess this is not something that helps us. And this is exactly why we need to go deeper. This is exactly why I said that huge number of ask this question 40 times, so you're actually able to find the core reason. And now, let's just continue asking those questions. Alright? So, why I stayed up late watching random YouTube videos? Because I told myself just once more and lost control afterwards. Why? Because I didn't set a clear cut-off time when I should go to my bed and lost control because of this. Why? Because I thought I had enough discipline to just stop. without actually putting in any symptoms that would make it easier. Now you see we are getting somewhere. Instead of just saying, I need to stop mindlessly watching YouTubes, we get that there's something that we have to do previously to this point. Some system that we shall install. Something that we should try basically some time ago, an hour or two, set ourselves, like for example, a timer, like we did in the why question number 4, when we said that we need to set our clear cutoff time. So, you see, if we haven't done this, we wouldn't get to this point. And yet, it's just that weird thing that I have right now in my mind. That, oh, I just need to set up some system. I just need to set up an alarm. But there's a way to get further than this. Probably in the past, you might have already done this practice. You might have set the alarm to go to bed. But you just stayed up anyway and just continued doing your thing. And then you continue on asking this why question to it. And by the end of it, you'll discover something very, very interesting. So let's just flip the tables and say I wake up feeling amazing, super focused, logged in, smashing through work like it's nothing. And again, there's questions. Why? Because at this point, we want to figure out what happened and why we actually winning this time. Why the things that we have done before worked and how we could implement it in the next day. So why? Because I got a good sleep. Why? Because I actually turned off my phone an hour before bed. Why? Because I finally got sick of waking up exhausted and decided to test this small change. Why? Because I spent weeks analyzing my bad days, analyzing my good days, and realized that they always start the night before the actual day that we're talking about. Again, why? Because I forced myself to sit down and do this process of asking that why question until I couldn't avoid the truth anymore. And you know where even this whole idea of ask why question came from? It's like one night I was just lying in bed after a damn good day. Like honestly, this was so amazing. I'd done so much work. I finally was able to get to the gym, back in the gym, due to my wrist trauma. I just tore something here, I don't remember, and I wasn't able to hit the gym basically. I wasn't able to do a push-up. That's how bad it was. So finally I was able to get back there, and everything just started to progress. I started to send outreach and all those cool stuff that was actually driving me forward. So I just, at that point, tried to understand, like, what happened? Why, prior to that, I was struggling. I was always feeling down, I was always feeling guilty of not making those progress. But now just some days pass by and I feel so much better. And I asked myself that question. Why? And now I was lying in bed asking questions why, again and again and again, until the truth became so obvious I couldn't lay down anymore. I just got up, went to my phone, and started writing down this exact script. I kind of reflecting sometimes while I'm recording this video. The exact script that you hear right now. The script that I wanted to document this learning with, of the importance of asking this why question. Because all the things that I have done, all the things that I was able to progress on, were done by those small little changes that I was able to find only after analyzing bad days and good days, after comparing them together and getting something useful out of it. And here's the important part. we do not want to make those great changes, the life changes we want. Because probably you would be able to stick up with them for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and then you burn out. And you just get back to your old bad habits. What you want to do is get those small little changes, like just setting an alarm, and then just stopping or doing something different at this exact time. Like, let's say I want to go to bed at 10 p.m. every day so I can wake up normally at 5 a.m. So I can work without anyone disrupting my progress. And then I set an alarm at 10 p.m., sorry. And after this exact time, I should go and, for example, go drink milk and do some stretching. Or go read a Bible, let's say. Or go do a night prayer. Whatever it could be that would stop me from doing this exact activities that I was doing previously. For example, if I was working or if I was studying, here's the alarm. I should go to the fridge, I should go warm up my milk, I should go do the stretching, and then I should go and read some Bible. At that point, I wouldn't be so tied up to the work that I was doing. At this point, I would be able to start thinking clearly. Understand that, oh yeah, I had this goal in mind of going to bed early. So I just go to bed and do not just sit and scroll forever. Do not just go and work. And this is so exciting, to be honest. I just cannot hold back. So you see, when you're accepting your emotions without trying to figure out anything, you're giving up control. And control in our day and age means you're saying, well, I guess this day just going to suck. Without trying to figure out why and what caused it, and actually trying to fix it. Or even worse, you're having a great day, and then you're not analyzing it and you're not basically able to repeat it. And if you're not able to repeat good days, that's only the reason that what's left, you will have bad days, right? No reason for me to explain this stuff. But when you dig deep, when you force yourself to ask you this question of why, 40 times if you have to, or 20 times if you don't have that much time. And trust me, it does not take that much time. It's like 10 minutes maximum. You start seeing the patterns. You start recognizing the good days and the bad days are here for specific reasons, the specific actions, and they're not random. And the exciting part is that if you can create bad days unconsciously, you can create good days on purpose. And this is just the truth that I some time ago realized. And when you see the truth, you cannot unsee it. At this point, when you realize that if you can create bad days subconsciously, you can create good days when you actually just take control of it. That just gives you so much possibilities. This is just insane. So here's what I want you to do. Next time when you feel like shit, before you distract yourself, before you blame the low energy or some, I don't know, how in our country it's often says that there are some magnetic waves that are going into your brain and they're causing all these troubles. Just sit down, without phone, without music, just you and a piece of paper and a pen. Or no, don't even make it this complicated. Do not take the pen, do not take the paper, just sit down by yourself. It could be done just in your mind. And ask yourself this question of why? And keep going. Do not just settle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue. And once you get it, once you get the answer that hurts a little, that makes you uncomfortable, but reveals the truth, it would allow you to make that change. And you make it. You write out a small thing that you need to do. Again, not big one, just small things that you would be able to stick up with. And on the long run, all the stuff would accumulate and eventually you'll become a person you never thought of. Because, like, honestly, 1 month previously was so down in the rut, I never thought I would be able to just go and sit down and record again. I was not thinking that I could make it. I really lost my faith into it. It's been 13 months where I've tried to make it online, 13 of me trying to run that online business and freelancing. And yet, until that point, I just got scammed a lot of times. I lost my money, I lost my time, more importantly, and I lost my happiness. But now, when I just look back on the journey and I ask myself the question of why, I see that everything in this world is possible when you take the control of your emotions. And by taking the control of your emotions, you take control of your actions. Well, that's it. Hope you found it valuable. And if you want to spread this video, you can just go comment or like this video. This really does help. Like, it really helps. Or if you want some additional help or you have any questions, I don't have a course, I'm not selling you anything. You can just go reach out to me on IG and I'll answer all your questions. Right now, I'm just building my personal brand. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.